Haribol, dear devotees of the Lord. I'm so happy to be with you today. I see familiar names. So first I'll just offer my pranams. Om Gyanati Mirandasya Gyanam Jada Sharakaya Chakshurun Meditam Jaina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanshakalpatarubhyashta Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Bhavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Sarasvati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Pashtata Dishatadine. So, since we're in an intimate circle, we're with dear friends, I wanted to express the pain I feel in my heart this morning. You know, when you preach to others, or when you try to share the sweetness of Radha and Krishna to others, sometimes you see some people are unfavorable, or I would say have many doubts. Because actually, yes, you know, Krishna does say that after 1,000 lifetimes, a Gyani with a pure heart can finally understand me. So it takes a long time. But why does it take so long? It's because actually the people in this world, they want to be Krishna, to put it simply. They just want to imitate Krishna. And they cannot accept that there can be someone more beautiful than them, with more qualities, with more love, you know. And they just don't want someone on top of them. I mean, it's not that Krishna is on top of us. It's a relationship of love. But it is hard for people. And I find, you know, like recently I was discussing with a man from France. He came to the temple for a couple of days. And we've been in touch for many months. And he's been asking me different questions. And he has so many doubts, you know. And it's when we speak about Krishna to others and you see that others are not able to accept Krishna, that's the beauty of preaching. It strengthens your appreciation of Krishna, your love for him. And you find him even more beautiful. Because, you know, when you see someone who cannot appreciate the beauty and the sweetness of Krishna, then you find that Krishna is even sweeter because you meditate more on him and you get absorbed more in his beauty and sweetness and love. And then it's just like, you know, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explains, when our love to Krishna passes through the mirror of our heart, then it reflects Krishna's beauty, and Krishna becomes even more beautiful. Maybe you remember this this purport of Srila Prabhupada in the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. I think it was chapter 10. I don't remember which verse, but Prabhupada, he says that actually there's a competition of love. No, he does say no, it's more about knowledge. He says that Krishna, because he's unlimited, his beauty expands, his qualities expand, and because of that, his knowledge about himself must expand also, because it goes beyond what he can even perceive of himself. So as his beauty is expanding evermore, his knowledge of himself also is expanding. And it's the same thing with love. We can see that, yes. Then that reflects into the mirror of the devotee's heart. Krishna becomes more beautiful. And when he sees that love, then it reflects through the own mirror of his heart, which increases the beauty of the devotee. This is very beautiful. Another reason to go to Braj. So, yes, preaching is good for that. But we have to remember one thing, which is really, really important. Everything that we do must be to develop love for Radha and Krishna, to get closer to them. It's very important. Actually, I'll just say this one thing, but this is something we should keep in our heart forever. Our only factual reality is our relationship with Radha and Krishna. This is our only factual reality. And when you see others also, again in preaching, who do not perceive that reality, it makes you absorb even more in that sweet reality of Braj. So that's why everything we do, there has to be an internal, the prayojana must be there. The prayojana means the goal of life. And what is the goal of life is to develop love for Krishna. But developing love for Krishna means to be with him. So this is the goal of our life. And this has to be established in our heart, because Ramanujacharya, he says in his book on the psychology of bhakti that if we don't have the prayojana in our heart, then the thinking, feeling, and willing will go somewhere else, in another goal that we may have established in our heart. So that has to be really deeply rooted in our heart. We have to understand what we're meant to do, to become, to feel, to be. And then our thinking, feeling, and willing will naturally be guided toward that. So, yeah, and that's why, again, we have to, every day, as we chant our japa, we have to meditate deeply on Krishna. And what better meditation than Braj? Because that's where Krishna lives, and that's where he expresses his love. And then just Prabhupada said, no? He said, our goal is to fall in love with Krishna. Where it's discussing about that, there's so many amazing quotes by Prabhupada, but some, they stay in the heart. Our goal is to fall in love with Krishna. Isn't it beautiful? Our goal is to fall in love with Krishna. I accept that. Totally. Yeah, actually, but the prayojana, accepting the goal of our life, which is to become an eternal associate of Srila Prabhupada, of Radha and Krishna, is not something cheap. And there's a phase of acceptation that must happen in the heart. But in order to accept that supreme goal of ourselves and for every living entity, we need to, if we don't feel we have that desire in our heart, then beg, borrow, or steal, but get it. Yeah, get it. Because if we don't have that goal, then just like Prabhupada did say that, Prabhupada did say that, how many? 90% of his disciples, because they're attracted to sense gratification, will go to the heavenly planets in their next life. 90%. So this is something we have to meditate on. I mean, is it our goal just to go to the heavenly planets? And then we know that story from the Bhagavatam. It's an interesting detail. Do you know? Okay, I'll ask you a question. The demigods who are enjoying on the heavenly planets, do you know when they know the time is for them to leave the heavenly planets? Yes. When their garland wilts. They have a garland that is ever fresh, but when their garland starts to wilt, then that means it's game over. And do you even know what happens when they fall? They come down again to earth. Do you know what happens on the way? It's in the Bhagavatam. On the way down to earth.
I know what happens after the cut, probably connect with them local.
Actually, some of them, they're eaten by Rakshasas. Yeah, it's described in the Bhagavatam as the demigods. They're like coming down, from the heavenly planets, and some Rakshasas are waiting for them to eat them up, to devour them. That's true. That's padam padam. What is the verse?
Padam yad vipadam natation.
Yes, there's danger at every step. So even for the demigods, it's crazy. So yes, what are we waiting for? Krishna is waiting for us, and we have to do something. We have to reciprocate with his love. It's very important. Okay, so will we finish the Holi War today? We'll see. So last time we finished, yes, with Radharani. She said, "My beloved has left me. We have insulted him. Stop this chanting. Stop this chanting. Oh, Vishaka, you must find him and bring him to me." So Vishaka, she understands the gravity of the situation, because now Radharani is starting to feel deep separation from her beloved. So, actually, she becomes very firm in her resolve to save Radharani from this gulf of separation. So she says, "Oh Radha, I will become your messenger of love and bring Krishna to you." So she searches all over Vraj, but Krishna could not be found. Then she was desperate, and she thought, if Radha and Krishna are not united, this is the end of everything. So Subal, actually, as she's walking, then suddenly, Vishaka, she sees the beautiful face of Subal. And why does Subal has a beautiful face?
Because it looks like Radharani.
Because he looks like Radharani. Yes. We'll just repeat it again because it's so beautiful. So Subal Sakai has the same hands and the same feet like Srimati Radharani and the same eyes. But he is in the masculine form. Yeah. So, yes, okay. So she suddenly sees him, and then she exclaims, "Subal!" Krishna is not far from Subal. Because where Subal is, why is Krishna not far from Subal? We said a detail at the first lecture. We said a detail about Subal that?
He's always holding Krishna's hand.
Yes. Thank you for listening. You deserve a cookie. Our special cookies, with macadamia nuts and white chocolate chips. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. So actually, Krishna is never separated from Subal. And Subal never, even in dreams, because Subal, he always holds, because he's Krishna's dearmost friend, most confidential associate of Krishna, in terms of the Sakas. Okay, so she maintained her composure, but at the end, she demanded strongly, "Tell me about Krishna." And Subal became irritated and he said, "How can I describe the condition of our Krishna? He sits in the kunj, and whenever a ray of the sun is visible and shines through the leaves of the kunj, my Saka thinks it is Srimati Radharani's effulgence. He thinks, finally, Radha has come to solve the misery of his heart." So Subali continues. He rushes to the door of the kunj, and he looks down the path from where Radha might have arrived. But when he sees it's not Radha, it's only the sun. When Krishna takes a deep breath, he sighs deeply and laments, "Ha Priya, ha Priya." Do you know what Priya means? It's a very special name. It's a name of Radharani that is very dear to Krishna. Why? Priya.
It means dear.
Yes, it means dear. A second cookie is waiting for you. Yeah, Priya. It's a very beautiful name of Srimati Radharani. Priya. So, yes. Subali says, when Krishna sees yellow champaka creepers embracing a tamal tree, he thinks of Radha's sweet embrace. When he sees it is only the light of the sun and the light of the flowers, and that Radha has not arrived, He retreats back into the kunj to sit, but he cannot find peace. Restlessly searches every corner of the kunj. Perhaps she is in the eastern corner or the western corner. Sometimes Krishna hears the swans on the Yamuna and mistakes their sounds for Radha's ankle bells. He thinks Radha is coming. But when he sees it is only swans shaking water from their wings, his sorrow deepens. So, Subal, he concludes, Vishaka, save the life of Krishna, bring Krishna to Radha. And with resolve, Vishaka, she told Subal, where's your Shyam now? Subal says, I will lead you to him. So when Subal opened the door to the kunj, Vishaka, she saw Krishna. Actually, I just wanted to, because we hear the word kunj, but what is a kunj? Okay, let me ask you. What is a kunj? I like to ask questions.
It's a grove of plants, creepers, flowers.
It's a grove of plants, creeper. Yes. What else?
Cottage.
A flower cottage. Yes. Huh?
It's like a closed garden.
Closed garden. Yes. But more. There's more to it. It's much more.
Little pond.
There are ponds. Yes.
There's some trees and birds.
No, they're like terraces. They're meeting rooms. Like they're private rooms where Radha and Krishna, they can be intimately together. Full of flowers. It's very beautiful, the kunj. We can't, because for us, again, with our material mind, we kind of diminish what is a kunj, but there's so much in the kunj. There's furniture, there's so many things. It's like Govardhan Hill, like the caves of Govardhan. Radha and Krishna, they go and they meet in the caves of Govardhan. But it's not like we conceive like a cave with bats and guano. Humidity and you don't know what you're walking on. No, it's so beautiful. It's like when Krishna, you know what is this description? When Krishna,
Underneath.
Yes, what is
whole
underneath?
city, right?
There's a whole city underneath. So beautiful. And in the Ananda Vrindavan Shampoo, there's a beautiful description of Govardhan, that there are like slopes that are made of emeralds, some of rubies, some of sapphire, entire slopes of the mountain. It's so beautiful. And there are like slides also, where Krishna slides with his friends, and there are jacuzzis there with water, and the fishes in the water, they make bubbles, and then there's like a jacuzzi for Krishna and his friends, and they sit down, and the fishes, they massage Krishna and his friends, their feet and their legs like that. They pass through them. It's very beautiful. Anyway, so yeah, kunj is very special, very, very special. Thinking also that every tree, every flower, every plant, every furniture is a person. There's a festival of love there. So, Subali opens the door to the kunj, and Vishaka, she sees Krishna there. But how does he look? What is he doing at that time?
Thinking about Radharani.
Yes, thinking about Radharani, of course.
Is he crying?
What else would he be thinking about?
Very sad.
That's an easy question. You don't deserve a cookie.
We are part of Cookie Club.
It has to be a satisfying answer.
Waiting desperately.
Yes, waiting desperately. You're getting closer to a cookie, yes. So Krishna, there are different moments, but in this particular moment, he sits cross-legged, like a yogi, and he's singing like a madman. Okay, if you tell me what he sings, then I will give you a cookie.
Radhe, Radhe.
Yes, that's it. Radhe, Radhe. Okay, you get the cookie too. Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. And then tears of love stream from his eyes, and it wets his pitambara dhoti. And then Krishna, he sends Vishaka's presence. Because Vishaka, she looks very much like Srimati Radharani. She's of the same age. She was born on the same day, no?
Anuradha, isn't it?
Sorry? Anuradha, yes. No, Anuradha is for Lalita Saki.
Mhm.
Yes, for Lalita Saki.
Yeah?
Yes. She's Anuradha, no, it's for Lalita Saki, Anuradha.
Okay.
Yeah. But good try. Okay, so Krishna, he senses Vishaka's presence, and because he was deeply meditating on Radharani, with great effort, he opens his eyes. And then Vishaka, what does she see? She sees tears are flowing from his eyes. And then Krishna collects himself with some effort and he says, Vishaka, I welcome you. Tell me honestly, where is Radha? And full of pretense, because it's Vishaka Saki, she replies, I don't know. And then Krishna says, I know you know where Radha is. I see the beginning of a smile on your lips. You're not tense as if you're missing Radha. And Vishaka, she teased him. Shyam, it really doesn't matter where Radha is or not is. You're simply not qualified to meet her. Go to your other lady friends. Radha is too good for you. And then Krishna, he pleaded, tell me how I can make amends, please. And then Vishaka says,
How can I make what?
how can I make amends?
Amends, okay?
Yes. So Vishaka says, okay, there's one way how you can pacify Srimati Radharani. Then Krishna's lips are trembling. His Pitambara dhoti has become wet from his tears, and he remains completely quiet. And the one who once spoke Bhagavad Gita, he who inspired the entire Vedic scriptures to manifest it in Brahma's heart, he who always has something profound to say, is now speechless. And then Vishaka says, Krishna, you must now do this thing very faithfully. There's only one way. Okay, if you get that, definitely you get a cookie. What is that way? What Krishna must do?
Put your head at the feet of Srimati Radharani.
Yes, but there's something specific I wanted to hear. But it's kind of hard, yeah, that's true. So she says, you should become a yogi. Take on the disguise of a yogi, because Radha has great respect for saintly people. Not for you. Only then our heart will melt. The mercy of Radharani on saintly people. It's beautiful, huh? So, it is not the first time Krishna takes on a disguise to pacify Radharani. What are the other disguises that Krishna takes?
Surya.
Sorry?
Surya, like he goes on the Brahmanas.
Yes, Brahmana. There are so many.
Yes.
What else?
He disguises himself as a Saki many times.
A Saki, and there's a beautiful detail.
Goddess.
I don't remember where I saw it, but definitely I read it. There's a detail, it explains that actually Krishna sometimes he disguises with his form, but he does with his Shama form. He disguises himself as a Saki, and sometimes he transforms into a form of a gopi. So both can be there. Yeah. But in any case, Krishna fools Radharani. What else?
A tax collector.
Tax collector. There's something else. Once he became a...
Kali.
Sorry? Kali, yes. What else?
He once said became a yogini, brahmacharini who can remove the serpents.
Yes. Oh, you mean like what is the name?
Yeah.
Yes. There's a name for that.
Vidyavali.
But Vidyadhara.
Definitely that's a name.
Yes. I don't remember what is the name. Anyway, like, yes. It's like, she's like, not... a yogini. Yes, exactly, a yogini. There's also astrologer. Do you know that time when Krishna,
No.
he met Radha as an astrologer?
No.
He came as this guy's an astrologer. And
In
then...
Yavat?
Huh?
In Yavat?
I don't know exactly. I don't have the detail where it was. So as he presents himself as an astrologer, it's very beautiful. Very beautiful. Listen to this. Your heart will melt. I promise it. So Radha, she says, oh, great astrologer, knower of all things, what place of residence gives supreme bliss? And Krishna, as the astrologer, what does he say? What place of residence gives supreme bliss? The cowherd pastures of Krishna. And Radha, she says, another question. what is the essence of all life for all beings? And what
Explained
does...
by Krishna.
No, that's not what the answer is then. Otherwise, he will be demasked. How do you say it? Will be
Yeah.
unmasked. No, what is the? Yeah, you understand? Yes, right away. Yeah, Krishna has to be clever. So no, he says singing songs about Krishna is the essence of life. Beautiful. It's the essence of Mother Yashoda, of the gopis. What do when they are in separation from Krishna? They sing songs about Krishna. Yes, that's why it's the essence of our life. So what is the one thing... Okay, Radha, another question.
What did she answer?
Sorry? You were not there. You missed it. You didn't get the cookie yet, huh? I would have taken it away from you, but... Okay, she said, Krishna says, singing songs about Krishna is the essence of life.
Wow.
Because Mother Yashoda, when she is in separation from... She sings, or where she has too much love for him. The gopis also. Okay, next question. What is the one thing that gives the highest blessing for all beings? Sorry? Yes, that's true. I mean, what you say is true, definitely. It is actually, I would say, the face or the person behind the answer. So Krishna, he says, the highest incomparable auspiciousness is the desire to attain Krishna. And that desire we get from Srimati Radharani. So you're right. You deserve a cookie, Gitanjali. Who was speaking?
Yeah,
Gitanjali? Okay, next question. Okay, what is... Okay, think about it for a second. What is the most enjoyable thing? What is the most...
Is she asking an astrologer or what's happening here? It's like,
she is asking... She doesn't know. It's Krishna. Huh?
What's the most enjoyable thing?
Sorry?
What is the most enjoyable thing?
Yes. But she didn't know, but at the end, as Krishna was answering, she could guess. But how does he know that? It's like, for example, when Krishna dresses as a Saki, this is in Prema Samputa by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Krishna wants to know the love that Srimati Radharani, she has for him. And then he asks her questions as a gopi, lamenting or criticizing Krishna to see how she will respond. Okay, but I didn't get any answer from you.
The remnants of Krishna.
You don't want cookies?
Remnants of Krishna.
Not in this answer of Krishna. Krishna Katha? No, that's not what Krishna is answering. What is the most enjoyable thing for Srimati Radharani? For her.
Krishna.
Yes, you're getting close. It's part of the answer. But no. The beauty, she says. No, Krishna, he says, the beauty of Krishna is the most enjoyable thing. What a clever boy. Or astrologer. So, next question. Okay. Come on, this one is easy, Babas and Mataji. Okay. What is the ultimate attainment for anyone in this creation? Please. What is the ultimate attainment?
Love for Krishna.
Yes, but no, not exactly.
Embrace of Krishna.
No, not exactly. The company of Krishna.
I said embrace, the same thing.
It was not getting close. Yes, I give you half a cookie, okay? So by the end, Radharani, she realized who the astrologer truly was. Beautiful, huh? Jai. And there's so many stories like that. So many stories. Maybe another time we can share the story of the Vidyadhara. It's very beautiful. Or when is it? Is it Krishna? Or when Srimati Radharani dresses as a sannyasini. Yeah, there's a pastime also with Radharani. There's a pastime. There's so many stories. There's a pastime where Radharani, she dresses as a sannyasini because Krishna he pouts. He pouts on Radharani. Wow. He doesn't want to see her anymore. Because he came, which is usually the opposite, but Krishna, he came before. And because he was before, he arrived before Radharani, he started himself with his own hands to prepare a beautiful kunj with a flower bed, garlands, so many things. And because Radharani did not come, she was actually forced to stay in the house by Jatila. And she doesn't come that night. So Krishna, he was furious, And then his heart was broken. And he pouted Shrimati Radharani. And she comes, and anyway, I'll share that story another time. Maybe if we have the time before, it's very beautiful. Okay. So, let us go back to Holi. Ho, ho, holy! Ho, ho, holy! So, soon after this amazing discussion between Vishaka and Krishna, an extraordinary figure appeared in Braj. Who was that?
Yogini.
Not Yogini, a yogi. A yogi wearing a tiger skin blanket, and he was smeared not only with ashes, but bluish ashes all over him. And he blew a conch shell. And then the yogi was none other than Krishna. And he was this guy because he wanted to win back Radharani's love. And one day, Krishna, he sat down in Breshabanu's village in Barshana, and seated in the lotus position, he closed his eyes, but he was pretending to be in samadhi. So, Srimati Radharani, she noticed the yogi, and she said to her Sakis, "Let us go to that yogi who is in samadhi. We will gain some benefit just by sitting next to him." What a beautiful yogi. Could it be Narada himself who has come to Barshana? And then she noticed he was holding a kamandalu, a water pot, just like a true ascetic. And then one gopi commented, "But look, beneath him, he has a deer skin, and above it, a lion skin." And a second gopi said, "His eyebrows are so shapely." And they all approached the yogi innocently. And one gopi, she addressed him, "Maharaj, Maharaj, please tell us, where have you come from?" Krishna, pretending to be in samadhi, he opened his eyes and he replied, "I come from the southern direction." And the gopis, they said, "Very good, you come from the direction of Giriraj Govardhan. Do you know the name of Giriraj? Giridhari?" And then Lalita, she tests him further. "Tell me, okay, you are yogi? Tell me, oh yogi, what's in my mind right now?" And then the yogi, he gets closer and he whispered privately in her ear, "Come closer, I will tell you a secret." Then he revealed, "You, all the gopis, and especially your leader, think of only one topic. That bluish colored boy." And Lalita, she blushed deeply. And she returned to the gopis and she said, "He knows our minds. He can read our thoughts." And while this was happening, Srimati Radharani, she had already recognized Krishna beneath this guy. So, with a sarcastic smile, she said, "Oh, Yogi Rajji, usually Babas live in the forest, but you have come to the town of Barshana. Couldn't you stay in the forest? Are your senses too uncontrolled, forcing you to live in a town?" And why? Why are you shamelessly roaming the streets of Barshan, blowing a conch shell? Is this what yogis do? Are you truly a tapasvi, renounced ascetic, or just a pretender? And she teased him further. It's not the end. Yogis usually apply gray ashes to their bodies, but what you wear smells like very fragrant cosmetics. Since when do yogis and cosmetics go together? And the gopis, they realized what was happening. They burst into laughter. And they proudly proclaim, "Oh yes, just see, our glorious Radharani, she knows all 64 arts. She can see through any disguise." And Radha, she said, "Tell us one more thing. If you are truly a yogi, can you summon anyone to come here simply by your will? This is the city of yogis after all." So the gopis, they were eagerly awaiting a reply. And then Krishna, as a yogi, he smiled and he said, yes, yogis can summon anyone. Should I call for a man as Yogiraj Krishna? Should I call for a god? Or would you like to see a goddess? Whom shall I call? Then the gopis, again blushing, they responded but shyly, call the one who is always in our minds. And the yogi said, good, but you must all close your eyes. This is a very difficult task, but let me try. So all the gopis, they closed their eyes and they were giggling with anticipation. And then Yogiraj Krishna, he clapped his hands. And as the gopis waited, Krishna, he shed his yogi disguise. And when they opened their eyes, there he stood, Krishna himself, dressed in a stunning spring-like outfit. Ooh. So he smiled, it radiated joy, and he held his celebrated flute. Yes. So, yes, such a beautiful pastime. Huh? So the gopis, they were completely overjoyed. Actually, what happened? Vrindavan was overjoyed when the land of Braj saw how the divine couple Radha and Krishna, they came together in this way, and they started a beautiful dance. Everyone danced. And the gopis, they were completely overjoyed. And then the Rasa Lila began, with Radha and Krishna reunited together in this beautiful dance. And the atmosphere was filled with bliss. And this Rasa dance, because why was it a Rasa dance? Why did they do a Rasa dance at that point?
Because they were together.
Yes, exactly. It was because the Sakas, they were not there, you know. They could not participate in this dance, only because the gopis, they wanted to be with Krishna at that point. So only the gopis joined in this beautiful, intimate dance. So beautiful, huh? Okay, so this is the end of the Holi War. That's how it finished with the Rasa dance. Huh? It's a beautiful conclusion. Huh? But before we finish, we do finish the pastime today. So I wanted to read you a song, very beautiful, about the holy pastime. Krishna left his house, decorated as Madan Gopal. He wears a beautiful cloth around his waist. The Sakis color the sky with powder, and they sing,
Holi hai.
Ho, ho, holy, ho, ho, holy. And Radha, she wears a veil of red color, and Krishna's heart is also red, filled with anuraga. Krishna wears a peacock feather that is bent to the side. And do you know which side the peacock feather tilts?
To the left,
Why?
because Radharani's on it.
Yes, you deserve another cookie. To the left, because that's where Radharani she is. And also, Radharani's eyes are also tilted and she looked to the side at that moment. Oh Radha, come out of your house and meet Krishna. And as Radha walks down the street, she wears her veil. But then she withdraws the veil and the full moon of her face appears. When the gopis fill their syringes with water and color, they laugh. When Krishna fills his syringe with water and color, he also laughs. Even the munis are completely enchanted. Everyone's intelligence is bewildered to witness the beautiful pastime of Holi. There's no play like this in all the three worlds.
There's no what?
No play like this. Krishna has left the house with his friends and he plays Holi. The limbs of the gopis look golden, but when they are sprinkled with the colors of Holi, they look even more beautiful. Yes. So this is what finishes the Holi pastime. Ho ho Holi! Ho ho Holi! Jai Haribol! Jai Shri Prabhupada ki! Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande! Haribol! Are there any questions or comments? Or I guess maybe there's no time, huh?
There's time.
Yes?
10 more minutes.
Okay, there's 10 more minutes. So are there any questions or comments before we finish?
Oh, I have a question.
Yes?
What's the next leela we're doing?
The next Leela?
Next Leela.
I don't know. I have to check. I have to see. Yeah. But let's see. Yes. It's a secret for now. But I'll let you know.
Maharaj can take
Yeah.
requests personally.
Yes. Or is there anything you would like to hear?
Personally.
And this was good.
Okay.
Anything.
I think
Chamatkar Chandrika or Prema Samputa.
that's a beautiful pastime. Very beautiful. Okay.
Krishna
Let's see.
marriage ceremony.
Oh, yeah. Brahma marrying Radha and Krishna. This is beautiful also. And also when it brought to me an image also, you know, I think this is with the, I think it's connected to the marriage of Radha and Krishna. Remember, like when Krishna was a baby, Nanda Maharaj, he will bring Krishna as a baby to Srimati Radharani, who looked like a goddess of fortune. You remember this pastime? Have you ever heard this? It's very beautiful. And then Nanda Maharaj, he brings baby Krishna to Radharani. And then Radharani, she brings Krishna to a palace. And then baby Krishna, he transforms into a teenager, his eternal form.
Bandiravan.
Huh?
Bandiravan.
In Bandiravan. Huh?
Because Nanda Maharaj is carrying Krishna. And there's
Yes.
a big storm.
Yes, I was wondering exactly. Yeah, there was a big storm, exactly. And then
And the goddess appears.
Yes,
Nanda
at that
says,
time.
Kindly take my Krishna and protect
Yes,
him.
yes. And it happened for many nights, actually, you know, like this. He will bring back, after that, he will bring back the baby Krishna to Srimati Radha. I don't remember how long, but it's described for some time it happened like that.
Okay.
So it's beautiful. So anything else? I have a question for you. Shall we play Holi once? Yes, that will be nice, huh?
April already come.
Yes, that will be good. I mean,
Throw it at the cows.
yeah.
It's
We
nice
put like,
Handprints.
yes, handprints on the cows, you know, that will.
in the farm.
It will be beautiful. We should do Holi at some point. It's beautiful, you know. It's beautiful meditation also. Okay, so I guess we'll finish there. Jai Haribol.
Prabhupada ki.
Jai. Jai the assembled devotees. Ki. Jai.